Alrighty, welcome to a game between. Well, I'm not sure if they're randoms or not. I think they are. In any case, let's introduce the players here. It's on MegaRandom. What's that? I'm not sure, but in any case, it is a MegaRandom, as you can see. So this is basically like, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 8 lakes. 8 lakes, not 4 lakes. 8 lakes, because there's more lakes. Okay, let's introduce the players. Brain loves you, JorDan. Yes. In the blue, we have Genghis Khan playing as the Britons. In the green, you have Empire Maddox playing as the Khmer, and indeed in the teal we have JorDan, and it's not just a JorDan, it is the JorDan, the one that is has now made it to the semifinals of King of the Desert 4. It's going to be an amazing set on Saturday. Definitely be sure to be there, either at Mem's channel or anyone else's channel of your favorite cast that you like to watch. Wherever you do choose to watch it, please do watch it, because it's going to be awesome and good for the AoE scene too, if we keep supporting it. Wait, are you the real JorDan? Sure, it was personal for me. Nah, his elo was low. I'm not sure. They're probably just talking about the fact that they're actually playing a game with JorDan, and yeah, I mean, what are the odds, right? What are the odds? I'd love to play a game with a pro player sometime, but I'm not at the right elo/level yet, so I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. But we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. It will happen at some point. But in any case, in the teal, JorDan, yes. In the gray, we have Jorge Garcia playing as the Bohemians. Awesome stuff. On the other side, it looks like it's mostly a pre-made team there with one extra. In the red, we have Elperiron side. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. See, my Dutchness would, if I would pronounce this in the Dutch way, it will Elperuiron, which is probably also not how it's supposed to go here. So in any case, he's playing in the red as the Portuguese. Very nice. In the yellow, we have Ghost playing as the Franks. In the purple, we have a Dark Lancer, cool name, playing as the Persians. And then in the orange, we have Architetto Rambaldomel playing as the not an architect, playing as the Britons. I'm getting the slight impression that the ITA team might be from Italy. I wonder what that gave that away, huh? Any case, let's have a look at the map, shall we? Because of course this is MegaRandom, and holy moly, what a cool map this is. Yeah, like I said, 8 lakes, so everyone has their own little private pond in essence with some fish in it. If you have played on 4 lakes enough, you will know. You will know what that is like. Although Orange deciding to go to this pond, which he shares with Blue, which Blue of course can take as well. But yeah, Blue of course has his own pond, so he doesn't have to take that pond necessarily. Yeah, so every player basically has a pond of their own. But of course that doesn't mean you can't fight over a pond between you and your opponent. Now, as it looks like, you see the players start on a little inlet, basically, like a little peninsula that is attached to the mainland that separates the ponds as well. You know, that's fairly easy to wall, although this right there means you have to wall all the way around this if you want to actually get your walls up, so, oh well. As Green says, I can't see fish. I mean, let's see what he can see. Yeah, he can't see the fish, but there is fish right there, so he'll be able to see it in a second there. In any case, looks like players start with a whole bunch of gold. Look at that. That is a lot of gold to start with. 7, another 7 tile gold plus 4 is 18 tiles of gold right next to your TC. So cutting someone off for gold in this matchup, impossible. Impossible. Let's see, we also have Gray, Jorge Garcia. Oh no, Gray is over here, of course. We have, let's see, for his base, we can have a look at that. We have 8 tiles of stone, so you have a lot of extra resources right around your base. A little bit of berries. I think you just have a boar or 2. I'm not sure if you have 2 boars or not. I'm only seeing 1 so far. Not actually too sure. But you do have some deer, so I guess there's that. Some berry bushes as well. Only 4 tiles though, so that's not a whole lot actually. Yeah, limited amount of food, but of course, remember, you have a lake to work with, so there's a lot of extra food to be taken here, and I think you definitely have to dock here to keep up with everyone else. And, you know, and Blue just confirming that Orange, in fact, has docked here. As for the rest of the map, there is a lot of extra wood that you can expand. This looks like there's some extra golds and stones as well, so middle control of the map will be pertinent at one point. Not very hilly though, this map. There's a few hills here and there, but I think overall it's largely flat. So I don't think hill bonus is going to factor into this a whole lot. At least, well, I mean the middle has some hills. It's pretty hilly over here, I guess. And of course, you had some relics here and there. Let's see, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess, of relics. That's a standard number, I think. That means someone will have an advantage because you can't share the relics equally. Now, it looks like green, blue, and gray already clicking up. The same with yellow, purple, and red. Orange hasn't clicked up just yet. He's going to be a bit behind then. As for JorDan, he said he was going to go fast castle into knights. He is Bulgarians. You know, knights are pretty sweet. You can also go for some gray posts as well. But of course, if you do go fast castle, you know, it's best to tell your flank that you're doing that. Because then they'll know, okay, I need to wall up a little bit more. Like Gray is doing. Gray is walling up heavily because he knows that... he's probably going to be pressured. He's probably going to be pressured by his opponents, and JorDan will not be able to come and save him until he gets the castle and can get some knights out. Now, one thing though is that you can wall, you know, at leisure, because you cannot be sniped by an enemy scout, because you know, everyone gets a, I like to call it a passive scout, you know, a non-aggressive scout. Basically a camel or a horse, a scout that cannot attack villagers. Basically, you can still scout around with it, but it can. That's all it can do. So it's that's about it. As we have green going to the feudal age, it's going to drop a stable for some scouts, and you know, the team game is about to get started. We have a blue walling quite a bit here. Now I don't know what the elos is of all players involved. I mean, I know as we have a camel going down here for I think purple. You know, I know that JorDan, of course, is in a pretty good, has a pretty good elo there, but I don't know about the rest. And of course, this match was based on team elo, not so much on 1v1 elo. So again, the levels can vary considerably. Although I do recognize this Genghis Khan player. I've seen him queue online before. And Jorge Garcia, you know, that is familiar to me too somewhere. Not exactly sure where. I wonder if he played in Virgo Cup or not. That might be where I remember the name from. X for scouts is green wants blue to tell him, yo, where do you want the scouts to go, mate? As we have a fast well, it must be a fast castle attempt here from orange as well. I mean, you can use the fish, or it's a lot of extra food. He did go up later than everyone else, so it wouldn't surprise me as if he does try to go. Well, it depends on how much food he has. We can actually see. Let's see. Yeah, fast castle right there. There's way too much food, actually. I think underestimating how strong the fish actually is. I mean, I do that all the time. As we have our first attack of the game, red coming forward the archers as JorDan stole sheep. Alrighty, nice. Some goats, I mean. And JorDan clicking up the castle aids here, but so is purple. Purple clicking up as well with Persians, and so does orange. So yeah, we have fast castle for both players on the left flank, and I hope that blue is going to be prepared for that, because of course blue didn't go fast castle, instead just went for a range with Britons. Gonna drop a marker now, so I wonder if he's going to try to get out to the castle as fast as he can. Any case, as green says, use your camel. Alrighty, well, red finding his way to gray's base, but of course Gray is fully walled. I don't think these archers should be able to get in for now. Gray has a save gold as well, dropping a barracks as well. Yeah, and yellow and red looking for a way in, but of course, ooh, but Gray losing a villager there to the Portuguese archers. That's a little bit that's good for red, I guess. That's what we're supposed to say. Yeah, Gray's trying to get as much HP on this house as he can, you know, so that once this palisade wall goes down, the house will have, you know, it will take a while for the units to break through there as well. As JorDan says, I'm coming in a sec, because JorDan is almost in the castle age, will almost be able to spam some knights in the meantime. As we have green in the back of orange's base, trying to find some damage, but orange is fully walled as well. If you're going to go fast castle, it's better to wall as good as you can, because you are going to be under pressure. Oh boy, Gray going for a tower now, trying to get a tower up to push this army out, but he's still losing villagers. 2 villagers down there for Gray, and Gray is on the back foot, losing 3 villagers here to red. As yellow's just going to find another avenue of attack here, and Gray, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to click up, but JorDan will have to come and save him. Yeah, we have orange going to the second TC now. JorDan is also going to the second TC because you do need a lot of economy to afford all these knights. We have blue and green also going up to the castellates because, of course, well, yeah. If your opponents are in castellates, you don't want to stay in feudalates and attack them with scouts, now do you? We have gray also making it to castellates here, so he has made it there. He's going to drop at university immediately so he can get some ballistics and things like that. Upgrades on his archers to fight this more effectively, but the archer army is about to run through here. As gray is going to try to go for some quick walls to keep the archers out and the scouts out as good as he can. As yellow is still attacking the wall. I guess they want 2 walls, while giving enough time here to gray the wall behind, and now knights show up. And as you can see, JorDan not very interested in attacking the scouts. He doesn't really care about the scouts. What he wants to kill is the archers. Already has +2 on his knights, so these archers do 1 damage now. Gray joining the fight with a few crossbows that he has as well. Yeah, JorDan spamming out enough knights, saving his teammate from certain destruction. Well, I mean, at some point, it might have gotten a little bit bad for him. As yellow and red are not in castellates yet, so red cannot save himself by making crossbows here, and JorDan can hunt down this army, and yeah, they can get themselves a great position on the right hand side. I mean, it was nice pressure there from red and yellow. They definitely put gray a little bit on the back foot there, but in the end, I think gray will be fine. So red, I mean, he clicked up. He still has some of his archers alive. He's still trying to save him as good as he can, but of course, only doing 1 damage here. Not very good. Not very good. It's JorDan letting Gray know, yo, we're over here. We're killing these archers here. You should join. You should join, and Gray is joining. Chemistry of ballistics first. Good question. Good question, because of course he's Bohemian, so he can do either. JorDan says ballistics, and I would agree with that. I would agree with that because it's more important that you actually hit your opponents that are moving rather than doing more damage to them. So yeah, I would agree with that that call there. Now we have purple going forward with some knights here at the same hand. We have orange joining with some British crossbows. Remember, British crossbows have extra range, which is what makes them so dangerous in Castellate. As we have elephants. I mean, I know you're Khmer, but we're gonna go elephants now. As purple sees that and he's like, wait a second. Wait a second. As it's JorDan and Gray are trying to kill the archery range. It's pretty smart as well, because if you kill the archery range, and of course, it's going to be more difficult for Red to reinforce with army. It's kind of funny though. They saw the elephants and then decided to immediately go to blue here. Blue was Xing that as well, telling green, yo, they're at my base. But I guess they seem to be hesitating a little bit what to want to go for. But look at this. This is one reason why elephants aren't a thing so much. Look how easy it is for these crossbows to micro around them, because crossbows are just a teensy bit faster than elephants are. So yeah, those elephants for green, not gonna do too much. I think green will just make some knights for now. As green says, help. Help, but yeah. Green has gone to his second down, so he's adding a lot of economy right now, but as a result, does not really have a lot of military on the field. As he says, Blue Man Sim City. As JorDan says, I will come, and that sucks because JorDan and Gray are having a great position here on Red there, breaking both his archery ranges. Red will have to reinforce those over there. Yeah, Red's under a lot of pressure, and if JorDan has to send help over to the left, that's going to make their attack weaker on that side. We'll need a few minutes, though. Exactly. You got to take your time here. Yeah, Blue indeed has been SimCitying a little bit, but he should have a crossbow army somewhere, but he's keeping it at home for now. Yeah, you should really... Ideally, what you do, you send it over and try to sneak it into Green's base and then help him defend from within his walls. That would be the ideal situation. As JorDan and Gray do run in here trying to get some kills, but of course there is some crossbows there for Red. There's a town center there. As JorDan says, get back, get back. Great, get back. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you don't want to stay. You don't want to stay in here by yourself, because of course yellow is a threat to you. He is of course These are Frankish knights and also Persians as your teammate, which means they kill archers much faster. So JorDan, what he wants to do now, he wants to send his knights over to the left side. Well, actually, you know, it's not so much sending him over to the left side as having to defend his own base. As purple and orange are like, that is JorDan. We should probably kill JorDan, man. And oh, I'm sorry, Geoman. So I did not see your chat message there. I was really engrossed in the game. How are you doing? I am good as well. You know, just happily casting on a Wednesday afternoon. And what map is this? Well, this is MegaRandom, but I'd like to call it 8 Lakes because it's 8 lakes. And we have a 4 lakes map, so now we have an 8 lakes map. Well, JorDan, quick walling in his villagers. Nice quick walls there for JorDan. And yes, this is the real JorDan, by the way, playing a team game. With his Lithuanian Knights. I don't think he has any relics just yet. Okay, 1 relic. So his Lithuanian Knights have 1 extra attack there. Very nice. Yeah, losing some villagers there. Let's see what the Eco Kitty is like. Yeah, minus 10 villagers. Ouch. Ouch. And this always sucks, right? This always sucks when the team on the left side isn't able to hold. And then you have to deal with the flank from the other side. Like, having to deal with purple in this matchup is kind of like, you know, we have our own problems to deal with, yellow and red, and I also have to deal with purple. Ouch. And purple, he's just streaming knights over to this side, but JorDan has a lot of knights on the field right now, and so purple should probably think about backing up here. This, of course, is giving green and blue critical time to maybe get their army numbers up a little bit. Green has also been sniping stray crossbows as well. I was about to say, like, this is definitely a pretty good MegaRandom spawn. Like, this is what I did yesterday evening. I went through a lot of pro games to find some cool team games. To find some cool team games as well, as we have Gray massacring a lot of Red's crossbows here. Red does not have ballistics either, as yeah, they're losing a lot of pop right there. Just patrol, you win, easy. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is. I mean, you would micro back a little bit there, yeah, exactly. Under the DC, garrison maybe if you need it. But look at that, yellow and red losing their entire force. Not sure what happened there, but they did some damage, but it wasn't, that wasn't the best attack there, as JorDan says, easy. Yeah, I mean, slightly so. That was much more easy than I thought it would be. Green, though, will have to keep himself safe for the time being, and Green still only 11 knights on the field. It's not a whole lot, you know. He's adding economy, but 2 town centers is quite slowly there. 51 vills for him, 38 for Gray, 66 for JorDan, and 66 for Blue, who hasn't been hit yet. We have 93 villagers, though, on the other side for Orange, who has clicked up to Imperial Age, as Yellow is getting his double bit eggs upgrade. I guess he forgot about that one. 58 villagers for the purple player, 47 only for red, because he did take some lessons. 62 for yellow is pretty solid right there. But JorDan looking across here, I wonder if he wants to take some revenge against purple here. I mean, maybe that's actually a good idea as well, because orange is about to go to imp, and he's going to supercharge his attack there, as green is trying to get blue to maybe help him with the attack. I don't know what the respective level is for the players, by the way. I mean, we know JorDan obviously, but yeah. 30-minute double bit X looks like my game. right? I mean, it always sucks when you're in Gaslight and you're like, let's get the second wood upgrade, and you go to your lumber camp and then you realize you didn't actually get the first one, and you're like, oh god, this is embarrassing. I hope no caster was watching this. Well, we did see that, yellow. We saw it. As we have Teal trying to run into Orange's base. Orange about to hit imp here. Yeah, Orange also gonna wall this out. Very nice. And JorDan definitely needs to make sure that he doesn't get trapped in here, because purple will happily trap this. JorDan gets out. Very nice. At the same time, we have... Oh, very critical fight there. Killing Orange's archers right before he hits him. This is really good. This is going to slow down Orange. And Green is still making elephants. Green! Elephants? Are we still making elephants? Crazy bastard. I mean, if we can get a whole lot of them out, that'd be pretty sweet. But elephants and castellates aren't that OP, actually, so... And also, 53 villages is not a whole lot of economy to make elephants with. As Purple's Knight Mass looking pretty solid there. At the same time, Gray pushing forward on his own, also has chemistry on his crossbows. So if anyone can take fights here, it would be Gray. You know, with 40 crossbows, he can one-shot knights still. You know. So yeah, this is a much easier fight for him to take, with some good micro, really good micro from Gray on his own. Killing a lot of yellow and red knights, and yellow and red have been on the behind on the right for a while now. Ever since their attack, you know, backfired in feudal age, they have been on the back foot. Even without JorDan really helping us, JorDan is taking a fight together with green there. But yeah, look at the HP difference there. Much more HP on the field for purple now, as JorDan says, get back, because this castle will go up, and blue is going to try to deny it though. Blue finally moving forward though, but yeah, both of them say get back, because there's a lot of knights there with +2. You do not want to lose your mass here, so yeah, the castle will go up. And how you doing, Zerga? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Take a seat, because we got, again, if you haven't heard my introduction that I did at the start of the stream, you know, let me just tell you again, this is the special super duper high play max plus size team game edition, because I got lots of awesome team games for you today. You know, because AoE2.net is not working, so and I don't think lots of pros are playing right now online, so I thought, you know what, we're gonna get some fun team games. That's what we're gonna do, because that's fun to watch. And lots of action indeed, I agree. Scores are indeed really close. Like, they are really close. You win, go, go, go. I love how JorDan is also, like, coaching his teammates at the same time. I mean, he knows, right? He knows he's a higher rated player, so, yeah. We have JorDan also going up to Imp. He's getting a castle up in the front of his base. Very nice, so he can get stirrups and things like that. Yeah, it's looking good on the right side. On the right side, it's looking pretty solid here for the JorDan team. But, of course... yellow and red have stabilized, and the left side is a whole different story, as green continues to make these stray... he's still making elephants here and there. And, I mean, elephants are OP if you have a whole lot of them, but in Castle Age, they're also really expensive. For, again, 67 villagers, it's very expensive to deal with, as blue is going to send in his crossbow army. It's going to hit Imp, so he better not lose his army there, as green is struggling to defend himself. Elephants are just rams that cost food instead of wood. Hey, that actually, I could see that. They do, of course, do extra damage versus buildings, so that is kind of true. And also doing area damage is kind of sweet. Them, if you get them in the middle of a ball of archers like that, they definitely kill the archers at some point. But yeah, green trying his best to buy some time here. JorDan sending in some knights as well, but fighting against Arbalest very difficult now. We have Yeoman coming in for blue as well. Both blue and orange are Britons after all, so it's a Britons war on the left side. But look at the position for orange; it's much more solid. As Gray says, 100 food, please. Probably to do what? Go up the to go up the Imp, I guess. As we have blue now fighting on his own. Aye. I have a problem with my AoE too. I just bought a new PC and AoE is laggy playing multiplayer and single player. Really? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Blue, how are you not up, man? Blue is almost on the way. I mean, green, how are you not up, man? As I hope you can fix your AoE too, because of course you want to be able to play it without lag. As blue with the micro, man. Blue has been microing him really well there, especially considering what he was up against here. I mean, orange, orange and purple at the same time, man. At the same time, we have a fight now between JorDan, who's trying to get in on the Arbalest. Does have the final armor upgrade on Cavalier. Of course, he doesn't get the Paladin upgrade, but these Cavalier, of course, do have a faster attack speed because they're a Bulgarian Cavalier, and of course, at least I think so. Did he get stirrups yet? I don't think so. I don't think he got stirrups just yet. That would make his knights attack a lot faster here. I'll probably get that upgrade at some point. He'll need it because they need to hold this front as long as they can. Gray is on the way to Imperial Age, but it's going to be 1 minute and 40 seconds away as Orange is laying siege to green. And my god, how is the JorDan team going to survive here? I also love how we're casually having the PC conversation in chat. I love it. You guys go right ahead. I won't be able to help that much with that. I'm not a PC attack whiz at that point. That's great. He's trying to save as many of his archers as he can, but it's only 20. Only 20 archers. That's not enough, even with Bohemians, to do the damage there. Yeah, red and yellow. It's because JorDan keeps having to send his knights to the left here to bail out green, who has clicked up the Imp now. So I mean, he's on his way to Imp. Still has 72 villages, but just no expansion whatsoever to the mainland. Like red. JorDan now actually helping to clean up these archers. This is a very important fight because if blue and green can stabilize and stay alive, maybe JorDan can then go to the right and stabilize on that side. I mean, look at the score difference as well between the team members. Like, yeah, JorDan is playing like a boss, keeping his team alive as long as he can. But he has to save himself now as well, because that is where red is. That is where that is what yellow is as well. Yellow, it has clicked up. Purple has clicked up as well. They were quite behind because they were spamming a whole lot of knights, but that is quite normal for a team with, when you're playing pocket. You know, you're up later because you're making knights. More expensive food unit, of course. As JorDan is trying to get in another monk here. Let's see. Of course, it doesn't matter how many relics he gets, because of course he's not Lithuanian, so he doesn't get extra attack for getting relics here. But he does get Awesome Cavalier, but he didn't get stirrups just yet, I think. Yeah, I mean, you would see seconds between attack should be lower as a result. As Gray's trying to pick up the stragglers here as well, the reinforcement, very nice. At the same point, Blue on the other side is besieging the castle here to push Orange. Yeah, push Orange. So Blue is going to do just that. And if you look between the two of them, Blue has way more military on the field right now. Orange is a little bit, you know, after his push got stalled out, it has indeed stalled out a little bit. And there's a chance maybe for Blue and Green to stabilize here. Okay, Green says I go to Gray because they want to save Gray as well. Yeah, Gray is of course under heavy pressure here from the ETA team on the right. As we have more and more elephants. He's still making elephants, you guys. He's still making freaking elephants. Also, I love how he just put a casualty C right here where the military for red and yellow is coming by. As now we have JorDan with a giant cavalier army coming in. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see how this fight is going to go. A big fight happening on the left there. At the same time, Blue and Orange is skirmishing a little bit. But let's see how this fight is going to go. Can they clear up 73 Arbalest? Yellow doesn't quite have the Cavalier upgrade. A very important upgrade to have right here. So the fight should be a good start for now for the JorDan team here. But there's so many Arbalest. So many freaking Arbalest. Only 30 Cavalier yet. But the Arbalest numbers slowly falling. They are sitting kind of in a choke point. The Knight numbers have disappeared here for Yellow as he's getting Paladin. And so is Purple. Both of them getting Paladin here, man. Jesus Christ. Really good. As we have the elephants. Okay, elephants now tanking a whole lot of fire here, allowing Gray to really do the kills here. Like if you look at Gray's kill counter, look at that, 20 kills. That's because Gray got a lot of kills here. You know, that's the difference here. Because Red, you know, he was shooting at the elephants. The elephants were tanking a lot of fire with the final upgrade, and they're getting elite as well. So elite battle elephants now. At the same time, Blue still holding on. Did kill the castle for Orange, but now is under siege himself. And Orange's numbers are growing here as well. Looks like Orange wanted to drop a castle on this hill, but of course Blue already has a castle right there. Has a castle right there. As the trebuchets for Blue about to go down here as well. Purple wants to focus down the archers for Blue here. Blue trying to kill as many cavaliers as he can because the Paladin upgrade is about to come in here. And even though JorDan's team is out of the woods maybe a little bit, I mean, they definitely staved off a lot of pressure and certain destruction. It is still going to be a challenge here. Because think about it, Khmer, Bulgarians, they both don't get Paladin. So you're up against a double Paladin Civ there. Luckily for Blue, that Paladin upgrade did not come in until just now. So yeah, as we have Conic now coming in for JorDan. He evidently wants to make some Conics here. As well as Cavalier. And now he got stirrups. See, now it's 1.8 minus 0.5. So it's only 1.3 between attacks, which is really fast. It's actually a pretty solid upgrade there. So you have JorDan raiding the Persian base, who just spams some Paladins to deal with that. Very nice. We have some Hussars as well to raid. The game is GG. No, Blue, don't give up yet. Blue has lost most of his army there as well. No Arbalest in the field for him. Yeah, I mean, my computer isn't the best in the world, and I mean, I don't think I have my computer on high performance. I don't think that I could stream and play the game in ultra res or anything like that. But it's, overall, I don't get a whole lot of lag here and there. I mean, the odd team game, I guess, but I guess that's normal, right? I have no army, says Blue. Well, it's a team game, Blue. As long as you're alive, you're still a threat. Just keep going on, Genghis Khan. You got this. I mean, JorDan is spamming cavalry everywhere right now. Look at all the idle time. Look at all the quick walls that they have to go for. So many villagers dying on all sides. Look at the vill count. Look at the vill count. It's evening out a little bit again. You know, we're getting closer to a balance there between the teams. As JorDan is just raiding everywhere. Same time, red and yellow trying to push into green. Well, green's a little outward base there. The team game is all netcode. Yep. I think the game uses ring networking, so if one player lags, all players lag. I figured that as well. That is something that I always wondered about, because like even if my PC wasn't lagging or anything, you know, as soon as one player lags, it's just everyone lags. And that makes sense, right? Because you have, I guess, what like how I always imagine it happens is that you know, you send your information to all other players, right? Your game information, and if one player lags at that, everyone else is slow as well. And how you doing, Fidel Castro? Good to see you, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this super duper spectacular team game high level play edition. No, high level play team game edition. That's the right way to say it. As we have elite battle elephants now running in on these archers. I mean, if you ball them up like that, you can see the HP going down quite quickly there. Yeah, now it's a whole different story. These elephants have 7 pierce armor now. This is not the worst fight in the world here for green. Look at the HP difference as well. 1600 HP and there's only 5 units there. That's only 5 units. So much HP to go around as orange is trying to get a castle up, and he's losing a lot of arbalest here. As blue is trying to help here as well. If blue, if he's smart here, snipe the villagers. Hold alt and snipe, or focus the archers, I guess. Something as, okay, now purple coming in to help, so I don't think they can deny this castle anymore. All players need to validate every turn, like 100 milliseconds or so. One of the devs wrote a lengthy blog post about network, and it's an amazing read. Ooh, I've been interested in reading that. Understanding a bit more about the game. Yeah, you can, if you want, you can drop it in the Discord or something, because you can't post the link here, so, because of the way I have the chat set up. That's just to make sure bots can post link. It's not against you guys. I trust you guys. But still a slogging match on the right, on the left here. On the right, we have a castle go down for the Bohemian player. As Paladins and Arbalest about to push through, and still, despite the rating for JorDan, it's just looking very difficult here. As Orange still trying to get this castle up as good as they can. JorDan spamming some military and Conics as well. Leave Conics, let's go, baby. Spamming on this side as well. Not fully upgraded yet though. You're missing the infantry armor upgrade after all. I mean, at this point, Elite Battle Elephant, if you can afford them, they will definitely tank a little bit, as Blue is rebuilding in his own town. Oh, that's cute. Wait, they didn't kill all his TCs. Huh, well, I guess Blue, who is on 42 villagers, how nice of them to leave a TC. That's hilarious. As a Halberdier now from the Britain player, now that will do well against the Elite Battle Elephant there. Tim, don't trust in us. Well, I can't help it. You guys are so nice. Of course I trust chat. Lol. Although I do know that when you have a larger community, it's sometimes a mistake to trust chat. Chat does love to troll the streamer after all. I am aware of that, and that's fine by me. I love trolling, so just so you know. Let's see, Purple saying, I hope you win the tourney, man. That's for JorDan. Yeah, so sad for Tata, though. Yeah, JorDan probably feeling bad about eliminating his teammate, but one had to win. And man, it's as Empire Rider saying, warte, bist du echt JorDan? Ja, sicher, ist JorDan. Der Spieler von Deutschland. Yes, I speak some German here and there. You know, you're Dutch. I mean, German and Dutch is so close. Geil. Super toll, yeah. I don't know if you guys I mean, I don't speak that much German or anything. I can understand it. I can speak I have some sentences here and there, but it's not like I'm fluent in it or anything. But I can understand what's being said in most cases. As we have JorDan, who is, I'm not sure what happened here. I think the Orange was trying to get a castle up, but JorDan getting some Krapos out will protect his raid, but still some villagers going down there. God, there's so much to look at. We have purple raiding over here. We have teal trying to kill this army on, and the other side, the castle denied. It is a doubt castle here for red. I feel like I can barely speak English. What are you gonna do, emoji? No, you're fine, man. I mean, your IT advice there looked pretty up to snuff there, English-wise. So don't worry about it. Yeah, as Grey still losing parts of his base here, and still, as we have Blue also relocating most of his economy close to JorDan. I mean, honestly, if I were in a team game with a pro player, I would also move close to JorDan or any pro player, you know. That's probably where it's most safe, as the elephants are absolutely massacring these elite scarabs. Yeah, I'm not sure if Orange has gold right now. Let's have a look whoops, hang on. Let's have a look at the gold counts for units, for players. Ooh, we don't have a lot of trade, actually, for the ETA team. You see that? They're not actually trading right now. So look at the gold counts for all the players. They don't have a whole lot of gold, actually. Ooh, that is going to be a mistake at some point, as JorDan is probably going to say, yo, plays a market. Yeah, they're going to start trading now. They're going to start trading. They still have, if they get this castle down, they still have a possibility to trade here. This game is not over yet. This game is not over yet, as yellow is raiding this gold once more. Build big action in Teal's base. All that blue. Well, that will be the teammate there. Just happily rebooming a little bit because blue, of course, got massacred a little bit there. As we have red trying to get that castle up. Isn't going to go up though because JorDan bringing in a whole lot of military this time around. I think the castle will still go up, so JorDan now backing up. Too many paladins there for the Frank player. But again, look at the queue. They're not making a whole lot of gold units, and the reason for that, they don't have trade. They need to get their trade up right now because yeah, they're on the same team. Yeah, they actually went for some standard colors. I think this was a normal a ranked team game, I think. Yeah, so then of course you get the right colors. There's the elephants. Look how long it takes for them to die. That's a lot of paladin HP though. Jesus Christ. As Jordan's little forward gold outpost has been destroyed now. So yeah, vill count wise, it's not that even. Like still, Ghost's team here has way more villagers than Jordan's team, and of course the elephants will have to run away now from the halberdiers. I think it's time maybe that the Khmer player should. That the Khmer player should also tag into his own halberdiers, you know, just to have something, some trash unit in front. As on the other side, the Khmer player getting raided to death here as well. I'm pushing this way, it says blue. Well, actually, that's not true. He's not. Okay, he's about to push this way. He's gonna try. He's gonna try. Very nice. Let's do this. It's still fairly close though. I mean, it's like 2,000 score difference, so it's definitely a lead for the ETA team. As we have a giant fight now between JorDan, who is bringing in the Connings, who is bringing in the Hussars and things like that, a monk, a monastery behind. There is some Arbalest as well. So, but if you look at the HP looking pretty good for JorDan, who is continuously reinforcing. And remember, yellow doesn't have trade right now. He cannot make more paladins. So if he loses this, that's kind of it. Any idea on the KD? You want to see the KD? Well, let me show you the KD there. Hang on. Let me find you the KD. There you go. There you go. 624 kills for JorDan. Jesus Christ. Well, Orange has lost a lot of troops there. A lot of troops. Hey, you can have a look at the KD. I mean, usually I hide the KD just so that it's a surprise at the end. But honestly, if you want to see that, that doesn't matter. Do conics count as a kill if you killed a rider? I actually don't know. I have no idea. We should ask that or something. That seems like the kind of question. Okay, let's see. Something died for JorDan. I mean, you'd say not, right? So I mean, that would kind of inflate your, because it still counts as one unit, right? And if you get 2 kills, then the KD can never be correct or something like that. A German friend of mine asked if you sleep at all. If you sleep at all. It's, oh boy, blue trying to drop a castle on this hill. Gaining control again of the hill. Has a lot of Arbalest there, but a lot of elite skirms as well for orange. Oh boy, oh boy. You have to move it to chat. We can't see the KD. Oh crap, sorry. Sorry, that's my bad. That's my bad. That's still from when we were doing 1v1s. Chat box has to be in a different place. I need to make a special one for... I need to make a special one just for team games. Here you go, and then the chat needs to be up there as well. There you go. Look at that. Thanks for letting me know, man. I usually don't notice things like that, so if you want to make me aware of stuff like that, that is totally fine. As Grey's base is destroyed, and the castle about to go down to the Conics here. Grey coming forward, skirmishers. Let's have a look at the trade. It's starting to get rolling a bit for them over here. Are they trading on this side though? Let's see, a market. Okay, market coming in out for yellow, market up for red already, although I think that was already there. As yeah, no wood says blue, and indeed wood is starting to run out in the back of their base, I can imagine, so they'll have to fight their way into the middle, which is controlled mostly by orange for now. Like, orange has a lot of presence there. The problem just is for the team, if you look at the resources again, look at it. No gold. No gold. Like, imagine if they had trade up right now, or at least a trash spam forward, right? Something. But they don't have any gold right now, and they're probably trying to get it started now, the same with the JorDan team. But that means it's actually more even than you'd think. Still barely, yeah, exactly. Would like to see trade from green to teal, purple to red. Yeah, exactly. I want to see some trade now, because you need, in a team game, you need to be able to spam gold units. Like, the moment, if you fall behind in the gold unit count, you're not gonna have a good time. As JorDan sending a whole bunch of Conics and Hussars to raid here, and they will get this down quite quickly here. So yeah, yellow is taking some losses there. As we have red trying to wall this up, and JorDan says nope to that. Well, actually, the castle says nope to JorDan noping. We have Halberdier as well on the right side to stop the Hussar raids, and it's just basically full trash at this point for most players as they are trying to get some gold units out. But again, with this little gold, it counts as 2 kills? Really? Huh, interesting. But it only gives the opponent points for the first kill. Oh, okay. It does change to a different unit, of course, but interesting, actually a kill. Yeah, I didn't think it would count as a kill. That's very interesting to me, actually. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? I mean, yeah. If JorDan dropping a crate post on a wood line, because wood will be an important resource going forward, because wood is gonna be scarce as well. We have like a trebuchet here on the right for orange, with blue will handily get down as well. And orange, I'm just not seeing a whole lot of military count for him. That is busy pushing at this point. I think blue and green have done a great job stabilizing for now. Trebuchet's down, the castle will stay up at like 1200 HP, and blue is repairing it as well. At the same time, JorDan is just sending in the Hussar raids here. I mean, if you've watched the decider of the group stage between him, no, it wasn't the decider, it was the second round between him and Hera. If you've seen the first game, you will know that both Hera and JorDan can spam Hussars. You will know, and that's all I will say about that. If you did not see that, definitely watch the game. It was awesome. It was awesome. Dismounted Conic can still do some damage. This is true. I mean, especially Dismounted Conic definitely kill Halberdier, you know, like, which is why they say, oh, you know, this Conics are a counter to Halberdiers. I kind of disagree with that, because, you know, at the end, you're still stuck with a dismounted Conic that doesn't really help you that much, especially because it's so slow. Hera's refusal to make Genoese was so confusing, right? I mean, you literally have an archer that counters Hussars and cavalry archers, and then we don't make those. Yeah, that was a great game, nevertheless, though. It was really awesome. You know, like, you know, the thing with Conics, I mean, you know what I would what I would think would make them a really good unit that would, like, I mean, they're already a pretty solid unit as far as I'm concerned, right? Like, I like Conics, they're actually pretty good. But you know what would make the whole counter to Halberdier thing actually true? If you could send back your dismounted Conics to a castle and then, like, re-horse them, right? You send them back to the castle and you give them a horse again, so you can get a mounted Conic after doing so. Now that would be cool. That would be cool. As Purple trying to save his trade cards there, which is going right there, and JorDan is raiding the trade. You see the gold count for Purple, the gold count is actually pretty high, and the reason is he's been trading a little bit. You see trade slowly being put out again. Fully healed Conic regens, horse, make it like 40 seconds, like the Courtier charge. Yeah, something like that, exactly. Like you heal it in the castle, for example, and then poof, you get a horse or something like that. That already takes long enough as is. That would actually make herbal medicine a good tech to have as well for Bulgarians. Imagine that. Yeah, see, now that could be a change that I could get behind, honestly. Now, Franks, of course, as long as they have gold, they are very solid paladins. But if you lose gold with Franks, then you are stuck with light cav. And then Hussars, especially Bulgarian Hussars, will absolutely wreck your light cav. Like, Hussars already attack faster than light cav as is, but at least I think so. Yeah, slightly faster. But Bulgarian Hussars more so. Still more map control here for the ETA team. But it has stalled out a little bit. You see the scores are very close as well. Both teams trying to get their trade up as well. You know, it's going to take a while. Lots of trash on the field. Most of the fighting is happening on the left there, as blue has managed to keep this castle up for now, but hasn't managed to push beyond this castle just yet. And green, yeah, he's still making the odd elephant here and there, but he is making Halberdier now. That's good. Making Halberdier as well. As yellow trying to go for a raid here. The middle is not locked down at all here for the JorDan team. But green is trying to wall here a little bit. Yeah, like this is something you could do in the late game, right? You wall up middle part. You wall up the middle part of the map here. This is a pretty smart way to go about it. JorDan still raiding trade. I mean, he's definitely slowing down the ability of the opposing team to build trade here. And then it's reflected in the gold. Look at that, so little gold. But the amount of trade cards is going up a little bit, as blue says. Do you have bombard cannons? As green says, I'm taking it to siege ram. Okay, so siege ram for him then. Hey, siege ram are the death of Britons. That is common knowledge as well. But will it be in time for Blue's castle to stay up? Gray says all versus JorDan. Gray, can you attack the Halberdiers? Green here helps. Okay, yeah, you need help indeed. Again, red and yellow on the right side, because they don't have any gold. There's not a whole lot of paladins for yellow. Imagine if he had gold right now. He could just keep spamming paladins, raid all around, absolutely wreck all of this. You know, and then the hussars from JorDan wouldn't do as much damage either, because hussars, of course, die easily to paladin. And JorDan's done a great job just raiding everywhere, continuously sending hussars in the back of the opposing team's bases, sniping villagers, and the build count is still, I mean, it's not even by any means, especially since gray and blue are a little bit behind there. The build counts for purple and red especially look really nice there. Look really nice. God, I have no idea. This game could go on forever. This game could go forever. The level is so high, man. The level is so high. As we now have is those siege rams already. Siege ram purple trying to get the rams down before the castle goes down. I think the rams go down. There you go. Paladins will do the trick there. And green will need to support this with some halberdiers if he wants to push this any further. I mean, he's still making elephants for now, but yeah. Trade looking pretty good there for JorDan's team. Look at that. Blue, teal, green have some trade going on right now. I don't think gray has a lot of trade, but gray probably doesn't need that. And indeed the scores. Oh yeah, they're almost even. They're almost even. This game is slowly evening out here. As, you know, green and blue have stabilized on the left side. Purple and orange, despite being the score leads. I mean, purple had been the score lead for a while, but... still not able to push out here, but purple is making paladin. Look at that queue. Now that is a paladin queue, but only from... Hang on, was that from one stable? Hang on a second. Okay, now he's making paladin again from multiple stables. I was already saying that's kind of weird if you're queuing 15 paladin from one stable. You have gray raiding the wood line there for red, which I mean red has 5,000 wood, so it's fine. I think purple sold lots of res. Probably at this point, right? If you don't have a lot of gold, you need to do something, as we have so many colors here. As JorDan again is raiding. Look at this. It's purple, yellow, and red, and well, orange is trade cards, I guess. All chasing down a few hussars. There's like 6 hussars for JorDan here, but look at the population for yellow and red that is right here now to deal with this tiny raid. And as a result, look who's pushing on the front. And this is exactly what a raid is designed to do. You force your opponents, right, to go back and to deal with the raid in their own base, and at the same time you push at the front. And it's going to be too late for yellow and red now to save this castle, probably. They're going to have to send their units back here. Blue has so many freaking skirmishers. Same time, halberdiers being spammed into a ball of paladin as the trade card goes down because blue walled it out here. I mean, the trade is right there. It's critical. It is critical that they hold this position. They cannot let paladins into the trade, because that is those are the kind of GG game-ending moments there. Don't lose trade, please. Exactly. Yellow's mass has made it there, but the castle should go down to the siege ram there. I don't think... Yeah, red, he's trying to repair it as good as he can, but the castle will go down, and with that, we suddenly have a window here for JorDan and for Jorge Garcia to push this, if they can. And there goes the castle. JorDan! One more hit, JorDan! You got... He's pulling back the siege ram then. And red is repairing it. Okay, never mind. Castle stays up then for now. At the same time, we have red light cap. We have purple raiding the trade. And they're getting a bunch of trade cards as well. An expensive loss for the JorDan team. I score, you know, very close still. But again, if you lose trade, I mean, you do need some gold here to, one, add more trade, and two, to start adding some siege and gold units there. As JorDan is still, again, keeps sending these freaking hussar armies into the rest of the map there. But it's difficult because of all these freaking halberdiers on the map. Red repairing his castle to most, well, half HP for now. Should get hoardings on his castle, really. That doesn't cost any gold, so it's and masonry as well. Pretty important upgrades for your castle. See, it gives you way more HP and more armor as well in your castle as well, which is pretty sweet. Purple still trying to raid, but blue has, you know, is spamming enough halberdiers, is stonewalling up as well to keep out the pressure. And I think he should just extend this wall right to the end of the map there. So we had something unique come in. What was that? What was that? The elite unique unit upgrade? I'm not sure who that was. I'm not seeing anyone make any unique units, so I'm not sure. Interesting. Oh well. Can you clean us, bitte? I'm not sure who he's talking about, but Jordan's still spamming a whole lot of units, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of military on the field, especially for yellow. His military count is rather low compared to, say, Jordan and Gray. We have way more military on the field, and now Jordan with a renewed attack on the castle. This time, though, I should not be able to stop it, and it sucks because they spend a whole lot of time getting trade up. I love how purple he's stonewalling up the side. This is really smart. Yeah, this is really smart because the pressure it's starting to get to red and yellow. Like, it's easy for Jordan to just run straight through here and hit the trade. And there's a lot of trade right now going on for the ETA team. That's a lot of trade. Very critical, especially for purple, who's spamming paladins. And for yellow, who wants to do the same thing. Yeah, exactly. But making all these big walls is exactly what you're supposed to do. Exactly what you're supposed to do. I mean, I would still delete the farms here, of course. But, and just in the nick of time too, because look at this, Jordan and Jordan's team taking the score lead for the first time in a long time as Jordan runs straight to the wall. Oh, there was a hole here still, and Jordan runs right into the trade there. At the same time, blue and green pushing back purple with the siege ram, pushing back orange with that siege ram, and the elephant still as well. Now this is starting to look pretty good for Jordan's team. Starting to look pretty good. If the trade starts to go down here for the ETA team, they will not be able to spam any paladins. And then the hussars from Jordan are going to be much stronger than any hussars on the field. Spend 2,000 stone walling half the map, still leave a hole. Yep. Rip to the walls. Like I always say, if there's a hole in the wall, it's like there's no wall at all. All that investment for nothing, because Jordan is still running in, and you still have to send pop the defenders, and still trade cards are dying. Yeah, and Jordan, he keeps sending in more and more. Well carried Jordan. Yeah, I mean, Jordan definitely carried this game. I mean, living up. I mean, it's a lot of pressure as well, right? You are supposed to be the best player of the map, so you have a reputation to live up to. But Jordan, he did do that as well. Good job, you guys, as well. And now that is Jordan being super nice. Like, Jordan is a really nice guy, and I love that he also appreciates, the rest of his team and recognizes, this is the team effort. Jordan, yes, is strong enough to carry games, but if you have nothing to carry, then you'll just stumble and fall. I was versus 2 half a game, so I am proud. Never in doubt, my friend. Yeah, they're talking about their victory already. Of course, they haven't quite won just yet, but it's looking really good for them now. With this freaking hole in the wall. Yeah, if Red had just deleted these freaking farms, man, that's why. Just so many holes here, they could have finished this, but never a doubt when Jordan is on your team. I was about to say, lots of trade going down now. At the same time, the orange is fast losing his forward position now. He's trying to go into elite longbows. Okay, so he was the one with the elite upgrade. There you go. Very nice. If you have gold, that is. Now the gold count is looking okay for orange, so he can still make some more longbows. And longbows are a sick unit after all, with 6+6 range, 12 range on them, outranging most castles. It's fantastic. But if they cannot plug this hole soon, it's going to be really difficult. As now Jordan sending in the Begain swordsman. Look at that. Look how little damage this freaking sword is taking. Look at that. It takes 1 poke, 1 damage. 12 range got Yeoman, I assume. Yep, yeah, that's Yeoman. And red should really help with the walling here. Really should help with the walling. Like someone try to get walls up somewhere. Because if this flood isn't stopped, your trade is right there. And it's too easy, yeah, for Jordan to just keep coming forward, build more buildings. And after this middle wall failed, the floodgates are open, and gray and green and teal are sending in all the units here to deal with this. Same time, orange stabilizing a little bit on the other side. Look, this game is still so even, but if the trade goes down for any player here, it's a problem. We have Paladin and Hussars in the back here raiding blue, especially since the trade for the Jordan team is here as well, which doesn't have as much trade as the ETA team. Like, there's much more trade on the field for them. They are making more gold-intensive units, Yellow team at 600 pop doesn't look so good. Exactly. Yeah, it's starting to look pretty good here for Jordan's team. The pop very healthy for them, not so much for the ETA team. Look at red's pop, very low. Look at yellow's pop, very low. I mean, orange is pop capped. Yeah, purple is pop capped, but red and yellow, they're just not able to hold their side, and this has basically been the theme this entire game. Now, yellow and red have all, they've always crumbled a little bit under the pressure from gray and teal, until of course purple started helping on their side as well, and Jordan had to defend. Yeah, Crapo is going up as well. More barracks is going up. The freaking swordsman with Begains. 9 melee armor. 9 melee armor. That is crazy. Really good. That means these paladins do what? Like, do 9 attack. That's not a whole lot for paladins, you know, with 18 base attack. And look at the Halberdiers massacring the trade. You just put him on defensive stance here and just leave him to raid the trade cards. Ay, 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 ay. So many trade cards have gone down. It looks like it's only red, really, with trade anymore. Purple trying to hide his trade cards because he doesn't want them to lose them, because that's a lot of gold, of course, to invest in. The other team is almost all trash units except the longboats and the 20 paladins left. Exactly. Like, for one, they had the trade going, but they're just maybe a bit too late. Maybe a bit too late. They had the advantage, right? And if you have the advantage, you know, the pressure going forward, that's the moment you add trade. You're likely, right, you have to yield some terrain in the meantime, but by the time, right, your opponent makes it this far, you'll have trade up and running, and you can start spamming gold units and push that right back, you know? Like this. You know, see, as soon as the longbows came in the mix and the paladin numbers started rising again, as soon, you know, orange and purple started pushing this back again. Imagine if they had been able to do that 20 minutes ago. Because now it's too late for yellow and red. Yellow and red are in a bad position. Yeah, look at that. Yellow has no military on the field right now. No military. He's not making anything either. Looking at the resources, no gold, only has food, a bit of wood as well. You're spamming light gap into Begain's two-handed swordsman and halberdier. That doesn't make your day happy, and that's the thing with Franks. Once there's a lot of halberdiers on the field, you better have a giant mass of throwing axemen, otherwise it's kind of As yellow now spamming the light gap again, but yeah, population under 100 for him, under 100 for red. It is close to being over. It is close to being over, unless orange and purple can push, but nope. Red says GG, and this game, after an hour and 35 minutes, will draw to a close here, as the ETA team, and then yellow as well, will resign there. Very nice. GG, Jordan Beast, indeed. Wow, this was a really good game. This was a really good team game. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. Good stuff, good stuff. And man, what a comeback as well from the JorDan team, because they were far behind at one point. Like, I mean, orange literally destroying blue's base, or most of it, and then pushing green. I mean, gray's base was completely destroyed as well. JorDan had to fight at the outskirts of his own town. You know, we had buildings from purple and stuff all the way around his rim, like the ETA team. They're controlling much more of the map, but not much is left of that, because they held on, and especially JorDan's raiding were gonna definitely play a role there. You know, forcing purple, you know, forcing yellow and red to continuously address the raids in their own base, you know, and that was a great way to come back into the game. And also through some solid teamwork there, which I assume this is just a team of randoms for them. I don't think it was a pre-made team. You know, busting through the walls there was important as well, because it immediately left the way open to get to the trade, and unfortunately for purple, he wasn't able to wall off everything just in time. Although, honestly, chapeau for purple to thinking about this. Really, red and yellow should have been walling this themselves. Lots of communication for randos, that was nice. Exactly. Like, when I always play random games, like, there's usually little to none to no communication whatsoever, which sucks, because, you know, you need to strategize, especially when you're up against a pre-made team who are definitely going to be on Discord or like TeamSpeak or something like that. You're just going to be on a huge disadvantage. So I enjoy the communication. I think players were very much enjoying themselves, which made it very enjoyable for us. It's a good game. I think for the ETA team, honestly, they could have won this game if they had gotten their trade up a little bit faster. Because at some point, right, they had the momentum. They had the momentum because of their earlier imps, their better economies, and the fact they had Paladin on the field. Remember, Paladin wasn't an option for any Sif on the other side. Not a single Sif that gets Paladin on the JorDan team. Not a single Sif, so having massive amounts of Paladin would be really nice here. But you need trade to keep that running. And it's always a tricky moment. When do I start setting up trade? I think it was about the time that blue's base started dying. Orange and purple had a great position. JorDan was still defending himself on the right side as well. That was the moment that the momentum was right for the ETA team. That's when you set up trade. You invest gold in that. Instead of making a few more Paladins, you invest gold. Now, because you are investing in trade, you are probably going to lose ground. That's very I mean, unless you crush your opponents already in that little window with the momentum, then, I mean, that's nice. That's pretty nice, of course. Go for it. But you're probably going to lose some ground there, and this is fine, right? Your opponent's going to push you back. They're going to invest a whole lot of gold and resources doing so. In the meantime, you get your trade running. And then by the time they make it, like, right there or something, or they're, like, right here on your borders, you know, Yeah, of course, you'd like, if you use the momentum to wall the middle of the map, that'd be great as well. After that, you have gold. Your opponent will probably not have gold if they invest a whole lot of resources into spamming and pushing you back. And that is when you come back with the paladins and the siege and everything else. And you saw, as soon as purple and orange had their gold up, they were pushing us back again. Like, it's not like blue and green got that much further than this freaking hill. Like, they've been stuck at this hill for a long time now. And that's... Imagine if red and yellow had been able to do the same thing on their side. Paladin, Begin Swordsman is nice, Connix is nice, but Paladin still wrecks pretty much everything. So, except Halberdier. Not the Halberdier. But that's what the Portuguese player is supposed to be for. With Arbalesta, maybe even organ guns. Ooh. Don't think that would have been the right call here, but still. Would have been really cool. But yeah, in any case, G to the G. That was just a really good game. I enjoyed that. Let's have a look at the statistics, shall we? Let's see what the final KD was. As, a nice little timeline. You can see slowly, like the ETA team gaining the advantage. Look at this, right there. This is where you add trade. They added trade right here. It was too late at that point. Gotta take off. Sorry, I can't stay longer. Your style is great. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, Geomancer. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Well, feel free to join whenever you want again. I'll be right here. And thanks for being here. Really appreciate that. So have a nice day to you, too. So let's have a look at the final KD then between the players there. Looks like the best KD there for JorDan with 1,617 kills. Jesus Christ, that was a lot of kills for him. Of course, lost 1,200 units doing it, but look at that, how much military JorDan created. And then I guess orange there, getting pretty close there as well. Like orange and teal, definitely the biggest spammers here. Biggest spammers on the map there. I mean, purple got pretty close as well. But look at the army counts for especially yellow. I mean, he was a pocket and he made 531 units. That's almost half that of JorDan. And that tells you a lot about how the fight was going. They didn't make a whole lot of military compared to JorDan. Yeah, lots of military from everyone. Lots of KDs. That was awesome. That was awesome. So look at the economy as well. Pretty good food economy there for JorDan. Yeah, much better than everyone else, except again purple, because purple had a pretty good food economy as well. Looking pretty good there. Trade profit highest for green. He was trading the most. Gray didn't actually trade at all. We had a little bit of trade for JorDan and blue as well. A good number of trade there for orange and red. Yellow was getting the trade up, but was just a bit too late with that. You can see, there you go. Look how little gold that is compared to green, who had all the gold in the world. Could spam it, he could send the gold to JorDan. He could send the gold to anyone, really. Spend it himself. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, we got a lot of villages for everyone. I mean, in a game this long, usually most people get the boom in the end, So in the end, that went up very nicely there. Good stuff. Looking at the trade units as well. Yeah, the trade units max. Look at that. Way more trading cards on this side for ETA. So they did do a good job at establishing their trade lanes when they started doing it. They did a great job at that. And as you can see, not as much trade on this side. But JorDan also knew I needed population, right? And I was making trash units. So you don't need a whole lot of trade cards in that regard, right? And 17 trade cards is more than enough to spam two-handed swordsmen, which are not that gold heavy. And that was the unit they were going for. Very nice. Very nice. G to the G.